The World Three-Move Restriction Drafts title will not be returning to Barbados anytime soon. That's because both former world champ Ronald Suki King and national champion Jack Francis have failed to earn the right to challenge the current world champ Miguel Borghetti of Italy. Competing at the end of the world qualifier in Louisville, Kentucky, South African Lubablo Kondlo has emerged the winner, therefore earning the right to challenge Borghetti for the World Three-Move Restriction title next year. Suki, who previously held the three-move restriction title from 1994 to 2001 and the World Goas du Place title from 1991 to 2014, was tied in fourth place with Jack. Now, second in the qualifier was the former three-move restriction champion Alex Moisiev of the USA, while third was the current World Goas du Place champion Sergio Scarpetta of Italy. And staying with that sport, the 2014-15 Youth Development Program HIV and AIDS Block Drafts Tournament has officially been launched. Ruth Blackman, Permanent Secretary in the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Youth, says the tournament continues to grow since its inception in 2012 with 8 teams.
The 2014 edition of the tournament promises to be even more exciting than in previous years, as officers have moved across the island, encouraging participation. As a result, we have 24 teams competing in the tournament for prize monies totaling some $5,050, the highest ever in the history of the tournament. 8 prizes will be awarded, and all winners will receive a trophy.
The tournament is being staged in collaboration with the National Council on Substance Abuse and the Ministry's in-house Youth Development HIV/AIDS Committee. Among the aims of the competition will be fostering healthy community relations and providing an avenue for the development of drafts.
This annual tournament is part of the Ministry's Sport for Development program. Now in its third staging, having been introduced in 2012, it has not only captured the imagination of young people within the community, but has been a mechanism for the building of peace and social cohesion. Organized as a team sport, the Block Drafts Tournament has also strengthened both intra- and inter-community relations, as well as fostered good community spirit.
Meanwhile, Hazian King, the General Secretary of the Barbados Checkers and Drafts Federation and the wife of Ronald Suki King, had this advice for participants.
I want to encourage all of you to have a good tournament. May the best team win, as noted by the Permanent Secretary, but may good sportsmanship and goodwill prevail throughout the tournament, and we look forward to seeing the winners at the end of the tournament.
The Block Drafts Tournament starts on Monday, November 24th. It's day 4 of competition at the CAC Games. Barbados women have picked up their first win in hockey at the Central American and Caribbean Games in Veracruz, Mexico. They beat Jamaica 1-0 this morning, with Shira King scoring the winning goal for the Bajans. In swimming, Christian Selby placed 8th in the 400 meters in 4 minutes 16.89 seconds. The Barbados Community College secured their place in the semi-finals of the Massey United Insurance Schools Basketball Knockout Tournament last evening. Playing at the YMCA, BCC crushed Combermere by 29 points in their semi-final to book a place against Graydon Sealy. Here's Damien Best.
Combermere in blue versus Barbados Community College, the steal, and he'll take it all the way to the basket for 2. Combermere this time around getting their offense set up, catch and shoot off the backboard. Nicely done. BCC though had a lot going for them in the first half, led by this man, Alexander Cumberbatch, picks a pocket and all roads lead to the basket. He had 20 points in the contest. Combermere were really behind the 8 ball, trailing by 21 at halftime. Amaniki Wood with the assist, getting the job done. Lots of work for Combermere to do with the second half approaching. The score BCC 33, Combermere 12, nifty spin move. How about some showmanship? The turnovers hurting the boys from Waterford. Houston, we've got liftoff. Wood rocking the house, 2 of his 12. Second half now, Going the other way, same old scenario, steal, and well, the rest is history. Points few and far between for Combermere, short on the three-point attempt, but the offensive board counts. No one put up double figures in this one for the boys in blue. There were a lot of bits and pieces, two more there to their cause. However, BCC would drop anchor and finish the job. Just too good for their opponents, going on to defeat Combermere 61-32. Damien Best, CBC Sports.
The big guns continue to fire at the clash of the Titans Road Tennis Tournament. Playing in the round of 16 at Corveley, Julian Michael Jackson White defeated Shabir Greenwich, while Mark Venom Griffith took out Darius Gaskin to reach the quarterfinals. Also advancing were Emar Edwards and Dario Hines. Meanwhile, the women of road tennis set the stage for an exciting night. Playing in a shotgun format for the top prize of $1,000, Rachel Smith and Kim Holder defeated their opponents to reach the finals. Again, here's Damien Best with a look at some of the early exchanges.
Well, this is Sheldon Walren taking on Rachel Smith closest to the screen. Walren coming into the court for the point. Then loads of spin on the backhand, drop shot, brilliant. However, Smith still had the upper hand early on, leading 7-2 in the one-game eliminator. As they switch sides midway through, Smith still comfortable and forcing the issue. Pace on the forearm down the line. Trailing 18-10, Walren went on a mini run with 4 unanswered points. But Smith would shut up shop and seal the win, 21-14. Up next, Shireen Ward in blue versus Margot Lord. A keen battle from the start. Lord in a tangle. Not so complicated on the point after. Forearm, bullet, sweet. Tied at 7-all. Ward getting more comfortable as the game went along, pushing Lord away from the baseline and the error. This game went to deuce on 5 occasions. Both players hunting for that $1,000 top prize. Ward into the advertising 12-all. But Ward never got flustered, and this epitomized her commitment out to all hands and knees. Yup, she's keeping it 100. And they were tied at 15, then 16 all before Lord went into the goodie bag and pulled out this one, the Terminator, aka the injection. Worth another look. How do you recover from that? Well, simple. Go back to the basics, moving the ball around. Execution on the angle, 5 stars. It was a ding-dong battle. Ward fighting, tying things up at 19 all. And what would separate these two? Skip ahead, tied at 20 all. Ward benefiting from the errors of Lord. A well-deserved victory in the end, 22-20. Next on court, Kim Holder playing Estefine Holder in orange. Holder powerfully built and using that strength. Estefine smart. Not everything requires big muscle. It's placement that's superior. Picture perfect there. Kim, though, was brutal to say the least, and she wasn't shy about it. That one clocked at 120K. Before you knew it, Kim was in winner's row, defeating Estefine 21-14. Suzanne cool as ever, Scanterbury in yellow now versus Carolyn Haynes. Scanterbury, as per usual, keeping her opponent busy. Haynes gifted a few points along the way. Scanterbury into the net. But there was no doubt about the winner. Scanterbury defeating Haynes 21-12. A good night at Corveley for road tennis.
Well, thank you, Damien. Let's stay with the ladies now. West Indies women have been swept 4-0 in their ICC One-Day International Series against Australia, losing the 4th and final match by 148 runs this morning Barbados time at Burrell. The Aussie women batted first and made 275 for 5 in their 50 overs. Captain Meg Lanning top scorer with 84, while Elise Perry was unbeaten on 74. In reply, the Windies women were dismissed for 127 in 24.5 overs, losing their last 8 wickets for just 23 runs after being 104 for 2 after 18 overs. Haley Matthews top scorer with 37, while Brittany Cooper, she made 33, and DeAndre Dotton, she made 27. Meg Shutt took 4 for 18, while the Aussies picked Perry, that is, she picked up 3 for 23 for the Aussies. Now, the Windies women have not won a single match down under, being swept in the T20 series and now the ODI series. Staying with West Indies cricket, the West Indies selectors will have to find a replacement for Darren Bravo. The number 3 batsman has reportedly requested to be left off of the regional squad that will be touring South Africa, that is, next month. Bravo has reportedly cited personal reasons for his request. The 76 scored by Shane Dorrich in the first round has earned him a place in the Barbados Pride team that will take on Jamaica this weekend in the 2014-15 WICB PCL competition. Dorrich was a late call-up in the match against Trinidad and Tobago Red Force, which finished yesterday in TNT. But he made the most of Shea Hope's illness and retains his place in the 13-man squad ahead of Ralston Chase and Ryan Hines. Suleiman Ben, who was injured for the opening game, is now fit. The 13-man squad for the second match reads Craig Brathwaite, captain, Suleiman Ben, Carlos Brathwaite, Jonathan Carter, Miguel Cummins, Shane Dorrich, Jason Holder, Shea Hope, Dwayne Smith, Ashley Nurse, Omar Phillips, Kemar Roach, and Jamel Warrican. That match against the Jamaica franchise starts on Friday at the Windward Ground on Lucas Street in St. Philip. And you can follow the action live on Radio 94.7 FM. Well, that's sports. Lisa will return if we look at the business.
During the month of November, the hottest tickets in town are for the 2014 NIFCA Performing Arts Gala. On Sunday, November 23rd,